Welcome, welcome. Happy Easter, everybody, and happy April Fool's Day as well. I will just wait for another few seconds to get started today. Hey, Akiko, good to see you. Nice. Did you actually want to be in the video, Akiko? We'll do that after at the end if you want to join in. That would be great. Hello, Larry. Excellent. Hi, Ratna. I will get to your question after this. I got it. Thank you for sending that in. Beautiful. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to get started. And for everybody who is going to join later, of course there will be replays of this, but I'd love for you to join live for the next 10 days when you can. All right, so I'll get started now. You know, as a parent, I really do get that the last thing we're actually thinking about is being fair. And that's why we're here, right? Because we're supposed to be learning how to be a fair parent. But that's not what's on our mind. What are we thinking about? Well, what are we going to have for dinner? Did they do their homework today? Have they practiced their piano yet? Oh yeah, I need to call that dentist to schedule their appointment. So as parents in today's fast-paced, task-heavy world, who has time to think about what's fair? The thing is, the only thing our kids are thinking about is if we, in fact, are being fair. And let's be honest, if our kids think we're not being fair, those dinners we're thinking about, they don't get eaten. Homework is like pulling teeth. Practicing piano, well, more teeth. And getting to the dentist, well, guess what? We don't need a dentist anymore because we've been pulling their teeth out every day, trying to get them to do something. So I want to welcome you to Become a Fair Parent Mini Workshop Challenge. And while you might be tuning in because I'm a psychologist, I really hope you're also here because I'm a parent that has learned how to shift from being unfair to fair. Now, what I'm going to share with you over the next 10 weekdays may bring on an eye roll or two from you to me, not necessarily from your teen, because you're going to say, who has time for what she's sharing? And I get that. And here's the thing. A huge reason we have no time is because we're not being fair and our kids resist our every request. So I'm inviting you to take 10 minutes a day with me and see how it feels to be fair. You're already here, so that is so awesome. Thank you for being here. And over the next 10 days, you'll get the essence of what it takes to become a fair parent. I'll share reasons why we do things that are not working and why practicing being a fair parent helps us raise unconditionally confident kids, opening the door for them to live a full life of amazing possibilities. So it's time for us to break those unhelpful generational patterns and lead the way. You're amazing for being here. So a few logistics before we really dive in. We're going to be seeing you every weekday morning for the next 10 weekdays for 10 minutes at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. So it'll start today till Friday and then again from the 8th to the 12th. Each day you'll learn a simple way to start practicing becoming a fair parent. And there's also a special 1-hour bonus live Q&A that I'll tell you about soon. Now you might ask, what about the giveaways? So when you subscribe to my parenting email link in my bio, you'll be entered for a chance to win my free self-paced course, The Renewed Parent Method, to help you grow your parenting skills. Because remember, parenting is a skill to be learned. And also, you'll have a chance to win a signed copy of my book, Too Tired to Parent, Take the Car, when you tag other parents in your life who you think would benefit from this Fair Parent Mini Challenge. So tag your friends during the live or the replay to earn a ballot every day. That means you'll have a chance to earn 10 ballots to win. And of course, if you don't already, please be sure to follow me right here on Instagram for more on parenting even after the 10 days. Fabulous. All right, so today is Monday, April 1st, and we are going to be focusing on letter F of the Fair Parent acronym. So Fair Parent has 10 letters to it, which is why we're doing this as a 10-day challenge. So F stands for fear and frustration. And that's what we'll be focusing on today. I think we can all relate to having frustrations and fears when it comes to parenting. But before we begin, research shows that we learn more effectively when we're in a calmer and more grounded state. So without getting into too many details, we have something called the vagus nerve, VAGUS, not Las Vegas, which when exercised helps our mind and our body handle stressors with greater ease. So each day we'll do a short vagus nerve exercise before we dive in. Today we're going to be doing what's called the spine twist, which is grounded in Kundalini yoga practice. So we're going to do a very gentle example today that you can do between now and tomorrow as well. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our hands, putting them on our shoulders, and then we're going to have our hands sort of parallel to the floor, our arms, so that they're sticking out. I don't know if you can see that. And then all we're going to be doing is breathing in through our nose as we turn to the left, and breathing out through our nose as we turn to the right. And we're just going to do that for 10 rounds. So in, out is 1 round. And we're going to do that together. So ready? So hands on your shoulders, thumbs kind of behind your shoulders, supporting, arms up. And we're going to do an inhale as we turn left, exhale as we turn right. And this is to be through the nose both ways. Fantastic. Okay, so that was the spinal twist exercise from Kundalini Yoga. We'll just take a moment, take another slow, deep breath in. And exhaling through our nose again. To be here and grounded and ready to start to learn. All right, so let's start with an example. Imagine this. Your child is back from school. We all know that feeling. You've made them a snack and you've given them space to watch a show. Good for you. Yay. But now it's 5 p.m. and they're still sitting on the couch zoned out on their phone or watching another show. Even though they know there's still a lot of homework, and you did ask them very politely after one show, please go and do your homework. So what's the first thing that you notice inside when you imagine this scene? You've been staring at them, you've given them the space, they're still sitting there, they're on their phone or on the television still, completely ignoring everything you've said. I'm going to list a few feelings that we often have in this case, and I just want you to throw in a heart emoji or put it in the comments, a thumbs up, whatever fits for you when I say something that resonates. So, frustration. Anyone feel frustration when we see our child just zoned out on the television? If you do, throw it into the chat. Annoyed. Does anybody feel annoyed by their child in that moment? How about disappointed? Anybody feeling disappointed? And then defeated. Yes, absolutely, exactly. Irritable, good word. I love that. Yes, exactly. Irritable too. Totally. And this is something that we do feel almost immediately, right? When we see them, we get this sensation in our body. And then what happens is the first thing we say to ourselves after that is something like, especially if we're South Asian or Asian, I find we say, oh, they're so lazy and they never listen. And then our thoughts go to the next level, right? Which is, oh my goodness, they're going to be wasting their life away. This is in the back of our mind. We start escalating in frustration, but our fears are actually what are taking over. So some part of us is now scared. They're not going to get good grades. They'll amount to nothing. They won't be able to get a job. Who will marry them when they're this lazy? And then we yell, what are you doing? I told you, you can watch one show and now you're still sitting there. You have homework to do. Now I'm also guessing, after you yell, you don't get much cooperation from your child. Or if you do, they get up annoyed and angry and go slam the door and go maybe do their homework. Now, at first, you feel exhausted and confused, irritable, depleted, all of that. And then you may feel guilty. Guilty for yelling. But what choice did you have? So let's start with some self-compassion. Your response makes sense. We want the best for our kids. And when we see them sitting around or not listening, we get scared inside. It may show up as frustration, but we get scared inside. And when our fear brain takes over, our ability to be fair goes out the window. Our rational mind is not online, and we lose the ability to communicate in ways that effectively engage our kids. Now, you might be thinking, but I was so nice when I told them they could watch one show and then go to their homework. They just don't respect me. I hear you. And unfortunately, engaging our children so they actually hear us when we say these things is an art that we have to learn. This is where recognizing that parenting, honestly, it's a learned skill. That is so important to know. It's a learned skill. We're not supposed to just know. So how do we break this pattern? Now remember that vagus nerve exercise we just did? The spine twist is the one we did today. That is one simple yet highly powerful way to help our fear brain become less activated so our rational brain can learn to, and then in turn parent in more effective or fair ways. Now for the parents who think this is ridiculous, they're saying, you know what, for generations children have been yelled at or much worse and we're all fine. And while I agree we are here, I will ask, are we really fine? Do we navigate life with our heads up, with self-compassion and confidence? Or are we pushing through each day tired and worried? Now, constantly staying in the fear or worry brain is depleting our energy and our capacity to be a fair parent. And remember, when our children think we're being unfair, it's a losing battle for all of us. So for today, if you're willing, I want you to focus on gently practicing the vagus exercise for 30 seconds each. 2 more times between now and tomorrow's live. And when you do, just notice how you feel and add it to the comment section or report back tomorrow would be even better, letting me know how it went. Calming our nervous system is critical to being able to shift the way we parent. So each day, we're going to do a short vagus exercise together, and that way by the end of the 10 days, you can choose which ones work best for you. Of course, we're going to be talking about all the other acronyms in Fair Parent, which I will share, but at the end of the day, we want to be practicing and learning how to practice these vagus exercises because we cannot learn anything unless we have a calmer nervous system. Now, before we wrap up today, I'll scan through the comments in a moment, but before we wrap up today, remember to ask a question in the comments. So those of you who already put something in, fantastic. You've been entered for a ballot to win my book, Too Tired to Parent, Take the Car. And please share. And then also don't forget to go in and sign up for my parenting subscription, email subscription list so that you can be entered for a chance to win my Renewed Parent Method course. It's a self-paced course. And oh yeah, I told you there's going to be a bonus 1-hour Q&A, a live Q&A. That's going to be 2 weeks from today on Monday, April 15th at 9:30 a.m. again. But it's going to be an hour. And I'll be announcing the winners of the giveaways at that time. And I'll also be answering as many questions as I can, both live and from the comments that are going to be happening through each day of the Fair Parent Method. So I want you to enjoy your vagus exercise. Try and do it twice for 30 seconds. You know, do it very gently. If you're feeling a little lightheaded, sit down and do it. That works too. In fact, I invite you to sit down and do it. And just notice what you're feeling, right? This is the beginning of a new journey for you. So we will see you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, again, for letter A of Fair Parent, which is all about attachment and acknowledgement. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for showing up today. And let me read through some of these comments. All right. Can you post how to do the exercise, please? The vagus nerve. So yes, Kavi Canada, Kavita, that one is, so basically these replays will be available to you on my regular feed after this session is done. So you can rewind and just watch it being done again by watching the replay, if that makes sense. Excellent. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Bye.